So I was working on this Damascus knife, and I decided to make a quick video about it. I completely forgot to do an intro video as I was already halfway through the project. So what we're starting with here is a billet that I put together and already started to forge weld. A San Mai billet. I've got, what did I use? 1084, then Damascus, then 1084, then Damascus, then 1084. So I've got a big sandwich of that going, and I'm going to just get right into it. So I'm drawing this billet out here. You can see it's starting to open up in here, so I'm going to throw some flux in there, see if I can get that to seal while I'm forging this billet out. Usually the issue is either you get some dirt in there that doesn't want to come out, or too much flux in there. When you hit on it, if the flux has nowhere to go, that'll prevent your forge welds from happening there. So we're just going to let that sit for a second. Give it a little hammer close, throw it back in the forge, get it nice and ripping hot. And it's nice and hot. Get those welds to set. Alright, we'll flip her and heat her up down by the handle and start drawing that out. Get those forge welds to really set here. Here we can see we're opening up a little bit right here on the end, so luckily that's right at the tip and that can always get ground off, but we'll throw a little bit of flux on there. Throw her back in and see if we can't get that to seal. Alright, now that I got this billet where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and use the cross peen on my hammer here. That really starts to draw the knife out. So we'll go ahead, heat it back up, and do the other side. Any of this that's starting to open in here, we'll just throw some flux on it. And that'll all flatten down nice as we go. But the key is to work both sides. Just keep working back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Work both sides, and to keep that nice high heat so it's easy to move. Alright, so here's the final shape. So now we're just going to let that cool down and anneal and take her over to the grinder and grind out that final shape and get her exactly where I want her to be. Alright, so this here. So I've got my general shape done here, and I've brought it to 400 grit. Now I'm just going to hit it on my buffing wheel and bring that up to about 1,000 grit or so. And then I'm going to put some detailing in here on the spine, and then we'll drill holes in it for a handle, and then it'll be acid etched. So I'm using this Dremel tool, put some little divots here. They're both an artistic little accent to the spine of the blade, make it a little bit more interesting, and they also act as a little bit of a grip when you're holding the knife, and I'll talk about that a little bit more once I finish here. So there we go. And I'm going to put some little lines right here and right here with my grinder. Finish this off. There we go. So I got that profile done, drilled holes for the handle pins, got this detailing done here on the top. I put another little one here on the bottom just as a nice little accent, and we're going to send her in the forge and get her heat treated. So here's the knife all polished up. You can start to see those Damascus patterns in there. And we're just going to dunk the knife in ferric chloride and then give her a instant coffee bath to really bring some blacks out, and we'll have that design. So here's how she looks after sitting in my coffee bath all night. I use a really strong mix of instant coffee. It has to be Nescafe. And I don't know the exact reason why this works, but Neil Kamimura, another bladesmith on YouTube who I love, did a really awesome video, and I'll see if I can't link that in the description. But yeah, so there you go, and I'm going to throw a handle on it, make a nice sheath for it, and I'll show you the finished product.